to another exciting edition of the Ladies Affair right here on vntv. As you already know, this program talks about issues that concerns men, women, and even the family as a whole. On today's episode, we are going to talk about a lot of interesting topics that concerns you. My name is Vesta O, and I won't be doing this alone. I'm here with these beautiful ladies that are going to help me run this show smoothly.
My name is Helen K.
And my name is Makafui. Now, guys, you know coronavirus is out there. I know a lot of people weren't taking it too seriously because we weren't reporting more death cases in Africa. But I think it's about time people take it serious. All we need for you to do is to wash your hands regularly, use alcohol-based sanitizers, keep distance from people who have flu or cold and whatever. And also make sure you take in more water because that is actually going to help you just so you could stay safe for us. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we dive into the conversations.
Enjoy a wide variety of quality content on vntv. Only on vntv. Watch talk shows like The Opinion for political and social discussion. Sports Hub for all your sports news. I want to know what's trending? Oops, we got you with social media trends.
Download vntv app from Google Play Store.
And enjoy all of our awesome programs, local and foreign movies whenever, wherever. vntv, powerhouse of entertainment.
You're welcome back from that quick break. And today, our first topic, we're going to delve into it. And you know, have you ever met a partner that doesn't communicate? Must be hectic, Well,
That's boring.
yes. And you know, I think that communication is key in every relationship. You know, sometimes some people will not communicate. And my point is, if you are not communicating with your partner, how do you know your partner? How do you get to know him? Not communicating in a relationship is actually unhealthy. And trust me, if you're in a relationship and you are not communicating, that relationship won't go far. It won't go anywhere. It's just a no-no for me. You know, I know a couple who are on the verge of breaking or they are almost divorced, on the verge of divorce. Now, because of non-communication. You know, according to the guy, when he met this lady, she doesn't really communicate. The guy communicates and all. But then he was thinking probably when we get married, it's going to change. We are going to stay together and things are going to get better. But they got married and it's still the same. The guy said initially he was even the shy person. You know, sometimes when people are in love with someone, they are shy and they don't want to talk. And, you know, but it's so sad because when you have problems, how are you going to communicate it? And that's how come they are now at the age of divorce. The guy developed, he's a better communicator, but the lady just decided to stay where she is.
That's boring. To me, if you ask of my opinion about people who are not really able to communicate in a relationship, that's boring to me because, you know, communication makes you actually start liking someone. Let's say a guy is interested in you, checking up on you, not as in bringing up serious communications though, but soft communications, checking up on you regularly. It makes you start liking someone. So I don't see the reason why people expect their relationship to work after coming together. I mean, you started with a conversation, you know it worked. So I don't understand why some people will be like, they are into a relationship and the conversation is not really ongoing. It is a no-no. Like, it's not going to last. I mean, your relationship is just going to be a boring relationship. You just be like, oh, hey, how are you? How you doing? You just talk about. Your relationship is going to be like a routine. All the time you call to check up, or maybe I'm home. If something is wrong with me, I'm not able to talk to my I think you should break up.
To me, this particular issue, I've noticed it in guys especially. They see girls as we like talking and all that, so they always hide, especially when there's arguments and they don't want to talk about it. They let the lady talk and they don't bring their views and how they think. So I think it's not a good thing as a guy to always let the girl talk and you not listening or giving in your opinion. You should always listen to her and communicate. It's a relationship. It might even end up in marriage or something higher.
But are you trying to say that most guys don't like to communicate?
That's what I've experienced. Most the guys I know.
But there are some guys who also, you know, like to communicate. I think in general, you know, there are ladies who wouldn't want to communicate. They are just not the type. But then I believe so much that, you know, you can learn, you can become better. And so I've seen people who don't like a certain thing, but because you are in love with someone, they decide to learn, they decide to upgrade themselves to be better. So why not just upgrade? Why not just learn?
Yes, I mean, like sometimes it's like a natural thing to some people. They are just not able to come out to people, like talk to people and everything. And it only doesn't happen with guys though. It happens with girls too. I mean, like it's just coming from both sides. In some relationships, the men are able to bring up conversation and everything. But one thing I've noticed is if I am talking to my partner and let's say he's giving me some kind of energy, like some kind of attitude, some kind of doubt, I don't feel happy to actually communicate. Personally, my communication comes when talking to you is like you are happy. And you are also bringing up some things.
So I think all in all, you should be able to know yourselves. And you can only do that through communication. So that's why I'm like, communication is something that everybody must adopt. We must by all means adopt the skill of communication. Because this is the case where you like to talk to your partner when he's happy, all happy. And probably if you think he's in a bad mood, you don't rather talk to him. But you see, sometimes even when he's in a bad mood, maybe you can communicate to him and find out exactly what is wrong with him.
That is when you know your
and so by all means communicate. By all means.
One thing too is it's not only about verbal communication. We have non-verbal communication. Your reaction, how you react to your partner. That's also vital. It's not only about what you say.
Yes, but you know, sometimes a lot of ladies think that guys should be able to read them. You know, I'm not going to talk, but I'm not happy, but you should be able to tell. But most guys will tell you that, look, they are not magicians. You should talk to me. Tell me what you want.
But you know, sometimes if you pay attention, you might know what the lady wants without even opening her mouth.
Most guys they can't read you. They want you to say it. They want you to just tell them what you're going through or what you want.
I want, but knowing that something is wrong with you. You see that thing?
Okay, yes, that one you should be able to tell when your partner there's something wrong.
And also people who fail to apologize in relationships. That's whack.
Really bad.
Like that's really whack. I can respect any person. I mean, like if you have an ego, right? Everybody has one. So let's say in a relationship, I have an ego, you have an ego. You are my partner. So when something happens, or maybe I wrong you or you wrong me, you decide not to put your ego aside and not apologize. I decide not to put my ego aside and not apologize. So what is going to happen?
The relationship will end up
on
just. I mean, people should be willing. Yes, people should be willing to apologize when they are wrong. But then again, you know, there are some people that would misbehave. They will do something wrong. They will apologize. Oh, you have accepted. They will go back, do the same thing, and come and apologize. So every day is apology for them. But I think that when someone does something and repeats it, it's no more a mistake.
Then after apologizing, you have to advise the person. Yes. The person might not even know what he or she really did. So you have to advise and pinpoint what he or she did.
I mean, I want in a like I respect people who put their ego aside and be like, look, I made a mistake. I'm sorry, and I'm never going to repeat it again. That makes a relationship. You know, women, we like pampering. So assuming
but you know, guys love to be pampered as well, right?
Secretly, they wouldn't show it like their emotions. They feel like, oh, if I show her my emotions, it's going to take advantage of it and do it. But guys, I mean, like, I can respect any other person, both the lady and the guy, come out to say that, you know what, I made a mistake and I'm sorry and I apologize. It's never going to happen again. That really makes relationship work as well.
Yes, but I also advise people not to take advantage of that because you're doing something wrong and your partner is accepting your apology, so you keep on doing it. When you do something once and you know that it's a mistake, please don't repeat it because you love the person.
Right.
Okay, that's it for our first topic. Let's go for a quick break. When we are back, we will delve right into what we have for you next.
Enjoy a wide variety of quality content on VNTV. Only on VNTV. Watch talk shows like The Opinion for political and social discussion. Sports Hub for all your sports news. I want to know what's trending? Oops, we got you with social media trends.
Download VNTV app from Google Play Store
and enjoy all of our awesome programs, local and foreign movies whenever, wherever. VNTV, powerhouse of entertainment.
Let me get Musa so that he puts on the generator. Musa! There's a problem with the generator, so Musa is checking up on it.
Hey babe, what's up?
I'm good, and you?
No, fine, man. We're having this family movie time, and then all of a sudden it took you like. Why are you laughing?
Why won't I laugh? I've been telling you countless times to watch V-Nation TV. It's an online TV station that streams amazing programs 2/7. Just log on to www.vnationtv.com, or you can follow them on Facebook at VNTV on any device. I don't know why you're dulling.
Hey, that's bad. Thank God.
Hey. Let's keep watching VNTV.
Welcome back from that quick break. Now let's move into our next topic for today. So guys, listen very carefully, all right? Your co-worker's significant other stops by the office. What I mean is your co-worker's boyfriend stops by the office. And then after meeting them, you realize that you've actually been on a date with a guy before. What are you going to do? Are you going to go ahead to tell your co-worker that this is what happened, or you're just going to act like nothing ever happened?
So, I mean, did you date this guy for a while, or you went on a date out with him?
I mean, like, there's difference between going on a date and having dated somebody. So let's say you've been on a date with that person.
Let's say you've been on a
date
with that person. And so my point is, you've been on a date with the person, you went out with the person to probably have lunch, to have dinner.
Okay, let's say you dated that person before.
Yes, that's better.
Right.
That would be better.
So, yes, okay, so you dated this person before, and then now your co-worker introduces this person as their boyfriend to you. My point is, what do you care? Why should you go and tell your co-worker that I've dated the person? Do you still need this guy in your life?
No, but
okay.
Why? My point is, why are you going to tell her about it?
Aren't you're going to look, if it's one of us.
Are you still interested in the guy?
No, you're not. But if it's one of us, you're actually going to look stupid if it comes out.
Okay, to me, I would tell.
I think it's not necessary,
because there's no secret that always gets always hide
That's
forever.
not a secret anyway. Is that supposed to be a secret?
No, definitely. If she finds out later from someone else, she'll be disappointed. In
This is your co-worker. This is your co-worker. So what are you going to tell her? That's my point. What are you going to tell her? That I've dated this guy before, right?
If she introduced him to you, that means you guys have some relationship. It's not like you're just workers. So you should just tell her. It's not like you are interested in him anymore. So you should go ahead. Unless you're interested in him again and you say, oh, let me hide it. And catch
so are you going
later.
to tell her that, okay, so I've dated this guy before, right? You're going to tell her that. So what do you expect from her? You've dated her, so what?
No,
what
I'm just telling her so that she will just know. That's
I mean, like, for me, if it's, let's say, one of us, I'm definitely going to tell you because I'll be like, oh, I actually been together with this guy before. Just so you could feel better, because let's say after work, you go home and then the guy tells you that I've dated that girl before.
You'll be disappointed.
The next day when you come to work, you're going to be disappointed, and I'm going to look really stupid.
So let's say this is my...
And I don't want to be looking...
let's say this is my boyfriend.
I don't want to be the stupid one.
Let's say this is my boyfriend. We are going to get married. I bring him to the office. I introduce him to you, and then you come to tell me that I've dated. So what?
I know it will be hurtful on your side, but if I don't tell you, that means maybe I have some intentions of getting the guy back. But if I tell, that means I'm letting go. Yes,
you're letting go, so just feel free. My point is, what? Just feel free. You are letting go, so why are you telling me about it? That's exactly my point.
Yeah, didn't let me finish my point, though.
You know, if the situation was between guys, it won't be the same. Yeah. They will definitely tell each other. But girls, I don't know.
It's true. It's not going to be a big deal between guys. But my point is, if it's one of us, then I would say, of course, I'm going to tell you. But if it's just a co-worker,
so let's say
like a co-worker,
so let's say
if I'll be like, went ahead to introduce him, that means you guys have some kind of relationship. That's
so after introducing him to you, let's say this is your boyfriend you have introduced to me, and I tell you that I've dated this your boyfriend before. So what are you going to do about it?
I'm not going to do anything, but at the end of the day, I don't want you to find out later and have me looking stupid.
Okay, so that's the hope. You feel like you are going to look stupid when I find out that you have dated.
Yes. I mean, I'll feel offended if you have dated my boyfriend, like how we are close, right? So I would feel very
No,
bad
you are talking
if
about a co-worker.
like
if you're talking about friends, this is a different case.
No,
you are talking about a co-worker.
Hold on,
let's get the perspective.
You might not be comfortable if the person tells you she has dated him before, but someone else will not be.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think probably then it depends on everybody. But my point is, if you are no longer interested in this guy, please just let him go and let the person enjoy their relationship.
I mean, why won't you enjoy a relationship after I've told you? I mean, like, we have two types of co-workers. Co-workers, one of us, and co-worker, just a co-worker.
So let's deal with co-worker, just a co-worker.
If you went to introduce your boyfriend to this person, the person can't be just a co-worker.
Oh no, sometimes let's say your boyfriend comes here and then this is my boyfriend.
Okay,
you understand?
Almost introduced to everybody.
So for me, if it's one of us, I'm going to tell you. But if it's just a co-worker, I'm at this job to get my check.
So you see, we are on the same page. Actually,
it's like two different pages.
No.
Okay, moving on from this topic. Our next topic is: will you date? It's similar to this one though. Will you date your best friend's ex? Will you date your best friend?
You see, personally, I will not date my best friend ex. My point is, when you say somebody is your best friend, the person is now like a sister to you. Sometimes somebody will say that, look, this is just a friend, we are friends, we are not blood related, so there is nothing, I can just date your ex-boyfriend. But my point is, if this is your best friend, why should you date their ex-boyfriend? That's to say that, look, whilst they were dating, so far as you are a best friend, which means you know that I was dating this person. So you were already eyeing this guy.
That's how people...
I'll see you in a different limelight. And I think it's evil to do that. Why should you date? Yes.
Evil?
Okay, wait.
It's evil. You see, it's evil. Because...
How is that evil?
So let me explain it to you.
Okay, explain.
So you see, you are my best friend. No. Yeah, well, you can't say that. But you are my best friend. You know I and this guy had a thing going on. Probably we planned to even get married. And maybe one way or the other, things didn't work out. And then the next moment you are dating my ex-boyfriend. That's not good. And you see, every decision and everything you do in life has consequences. So maybe this time you'll be saying, oh, you're happy dating him and all of that. But one day, you will receive your pay.
I understand your point. I understand your point.
Girl.
But what if in this case, like, the breakup wasn't, it was a mutual understanding, and your friend, I actually agree with this guy.
Your sister. That's how I say it. So if you are my friend, especially when I say you are my best friend,
case,
you are a sister to me.
Or in another case, what if you are no more best friends with this person? Best friends, or it's not all of them that last forever.
Yes.
You are no more best friends with this person.
So
years later,
so why in the whole world
you
didn't meet anybody
and after
else?
years later, you meet this guy that your best friend, your ex-best friend has actually dated before. You can still date him because you are not even friends with this person anymore.
No. It's a no-no for me, actually.
Okay, I understand you.
Hold on, yo. Even if this girl is still my best friend, personally, I wouldn't date my best friends. Even if she's not my best friend, I wouldn't date him because it has actually happened to me before. One time, though, I had a friend, and then I knew that this is my friend's boyfriend. We go to him, we talk, do everything.
You were virtually friends with your friend's boyfriend.
Yes, because like she introduced him to me.
Right,
so like and the guy is very lively, so we're cool with that. So that my friend started messing up and her boyfriend came to me and she was like, this is what your friend is doing, blah 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 blah. So we got talking. This guy ended up proposing to me. I'm like, this girl is my friend.
Yes.
I can't date my friend. But on the other side too, I don't see anything wrong with you dating your so which means you can actually date
your
personally.
Is that what you're saying?
No, personally,
but I think it's okay for someone.
But there's nothing wrong because at the end of the day, you dated him. It didn't work out.
And you broke up.
And he's single and free. Yes. I don't see anything wrong with.
You don't see anything wrong. So why would you date the person?
Recently, I read a news on SMT that said that there was this celebrity whose wife died, and then he went on ahead to marry his dead wife's friend, best friend. Okay. And then people were commenting, and then it looked like there was nothing wrong. Some people were saying it was evil and everything, but some people were saying that, there's nothing wrong with it because at the end of the day, she's dead and gone. There's nothing you can do about it.
So can you date your friend's your sister's ex-husband? It's just the same thing.
And her friend, sister is different.
Oh, really?
And
so which means
you can never break up with your sister. Best friends, they are not forever. Some people just
honestly, what I think is that when you are able to date your best friend's ex-boyfriend, you have betrayed your friend.
Betrayed?
That's a betrayal. And I don't think you want to be a betrayer.
That is the first thing I said when I saw
Helen, that's your opinion, and that's
your dead
yes.
friends.
So
your
that's my opinion, yes.
Your dead friend's husband. Why would you date your dead friend's husband? But then I thought about it and I'm like, you know what, she's dead and gone. And, she felt like she's the best person to take the position of her friend, just so she can be able to take
this
it.
lady was already eyeing this guy.
Let me give you this scenario.
Let
me give you this scenario. I read something, and then the question was, how did you meet your current partner? This girl came out to say that, let's say I am the girl, you are friends, but you're guys, though you're not girls in my scenario, okay?
Okay.
So you were my partner. I was dating you. I realized you weren't serious. So I told you to give me your friend's number. You were thinking I was joking. You gave me your friend's number, and then we ended up married. It is still friendship. There is nothing wrong with you.
So that's betrayal.
Everything is the situation.
That's actually betrayal. So put yourself in the lady's shoes. How are you going to
Helen,
No, you are betraying the situation. No, so I mean,
the person actually agreed to this.
Put yourself in their shoes first. How are you going to feel that this is my boyfriend? Then probably we are looking forward to getting married, and then before I know, your friend is married to the person.
As I said, it depends on how you guys broke up. If I grew out of love for this particular guy.
This is the situation she's talking about, that look, this friend says you are not serious. So give me your friend's number. About her situation. And I give my friend's number, my boyfriend's number, and then before I know you're married. Come on, think about this again.
I respect that because you know why? Because you were actually wasting my time. My husband was right in front of me. I didn't know my husband was right in front of me. I was dating you. I realized you're into you. I'm like, give me your friend's number. And we ended up married. Not just
you can do that fine, but personally, that's how I see it. I see it as,
don't worry.
Yes, I see it as betrayal. I can't do that, and I think it's just no.
Yeah, should stop talking because I don't see anything wrong with you dating your best friend's ex.
I see a lot wrong
with that. And it depends on how you guys broke up.
I see a lot wrong with that. It depends.
Let's go for a quick break. We'll be right back.
Enjoy a wide variety of quality content on VNTV. Only on VNTV. Watch talk shows like The Opinion for political and social discussion. Sports Hub for all your sports news. I want to know what's trending? Oops, we got you with social media trends.
Download VNTV app from Google Play Store.
And enjoy all of our awesome programs. Local and foreign movies whenever, wherever. VNTV, powerhouse of entertainment.
Oh! Not again. Let me get Musa so that he puts on the generator. Musa! There's a problem with the generator, so Musa is checking up on it.
Hey babe, what's up? I'm good, I'm here. No, fine, man. We're having this family movie time, and then all of a sudden it took you like. Why are you laughing?
Why won't I laugh? I've been telling you countless times to watch V Nation TV. It's an online TV station that streams amazing programs 2/7. Just log on to www.vnationtv.com, or you can follow them on Facebook at VNTV on any device. I don't know why you're dulling.
Hey, that's back. Thank God.
Hey. Let's keep watching VNTV.
You are welcome back from the break. Now, there are people who have lost their partners because they refuse to have sex in their relationship. And there are others who have gotten married without sex. Now, how important is sex in a relationship?
Very important. Very, it's absolutely important in a relationship.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, like, it's not because... Why y'all looking at me like I'm some bad?
No, not really. We are not judging at all. Like,
okay, so let me finish my sentence. Sex is important in a relationship. I mean, like, I respect people who be like, oh, we are not going to have sex until we're married and everything. But at the end of the day, it is equally important in a relationship. I read something on Twitter when Brimo said that sex is the most important in a relationship. If you know you are not ready to be like, oh, I don't want to have sex, I don't want to do it, pack your bags and go home because you do not deserve to be in the relationship. And I cannot agree with him. Yes, I can agree with him because I feel like,
sex
is important in a relationship.
I do not agree at all At all, at all.
Okay.
You see, in a relationship, I believe sex is not important. But in marriage, of course, sex is important. You know, I know a man of God who says that, look, you should not have sex before marriage. I know people who say that, you know, it's the norm now. A lot of people are having sex before marriage. And if you don't have sex with your partner before marriage, how are you going to know if probably he's going to perform well in bed and all of that? But I believe that it's all come again to communication. You can communicate that one out. You can know your partner, how he's able to perform or not, how he's going to go about his things with communication. You can go through his mind. You can go through his body by communicating to him. And yes, you can do that. And yes, and then again, you know, sometimes before you go ahead, sometimes somebody will say that, how would you know if because these days there are people that get pregnant and then they get married. But then again, people will say that, so how are you able to tell if he's very fertile, if you'll be able to produce at marriage? But then you can go to the hospital.
That's crazy.
And check your status. Yes, you can check all those things before marriage.
Okay, to me, in this 21st century, it will be difficult to abstain yourself from sex. You know, that's not actually how we were brought up in the olden days. You have to go and pay bride price and all that before you can even go and tear over. But now, if you are sexually active, it will be difficult to abstain until marriage, unless maybe you are planning to just date for like few months. Yes, but if you are a virgin, you can actually abstain for a while because you haven't actually tested to see how it feels like.
Let me tell
yes.
you,
But if you tested
if
you've tested it will be difficult to abstain. That's my opinion.
Yes, but you see, what I think, interesting, but you know, sometimes we say that this is what is happening now. We can't abstain, everybody is having sex. But if you are a Christian, the Bible makes us understand that do not conform to the things of the world, but rather be renewed by the transformation of your mind.
Yeah, so always acting like the good girl around here.
Oh, yes.
She's always acting like the good girl
It's not about acting,
here.
but you see,
okay,
it's
right
about
now,
whether you are a Christian
are
or
you
not.
a virgin
and
or not?
Yes, I was expecting this question.
Are you a virgin
I was actually waiting for this question, but
are
I'm not going to answer you. I can.
Why?
Oh, do you know what? I can easily answer you that, but for a reason, I will not answer you.
Okay, I already have my answer.
But what matters is whether you are a virgin. In fact, in life, people make mistakes.
Virgin.
People make mistakes all the time. Let's say you are not a virgin, you are even a tertiary virgin, or you can decide to change. You can be a better person. Because I've seen, you see, I had a friend there. She's now married. This lady dated a guy for 3 years. She had sex with her. She had sex with him. She cleaned for the guy, cooked, virtually like a married woman. She did everything for the guy. But after 3 good years, the guy found a silly excuse to tell her that, look, I'm no more interested. We have to pass ways. And the excuse the guy gave is not reasonable. But this same guy, just relax. Before I finish, this same guy, this same lady dated a guy for 3 months. No sex, no cleaning, no cooking. But the guy got married. So
exactly.
As I said, if you are dating for just few months, it's easy to abstain. But if you are dating for 3-4 years,
my point is, why should you date
and
a
you are
guy
kissing,
for 3-4 years?
You are touching, you'll be definitely aroused.
You shouldn't do that. And most times, when the guy dates you for after a year and the guy is not showing any seriousness, trust me, he's just playing with you. Because I've seen people who have dated for 10 years,
7 years,
a few times.
No, wait,
and they get married.
And
that's not a good before. Sarkodie is not even a good example
to
society and the youth at large.
Hold on.
No, listen.
How many years did Sarkodie date Tracy?
You can't use that as
but you know, in reality, most men are now
because
dating
you see, the youth should not look
at
some of these things. The youth should not be looking out to some of these things. Like Sarkodie dated 10 years, so the youth should also do that. No,
I think it's romantic.
No, but in reality, you know, there are a lot of men dating over years before they marry. The monthly ones are just few, like 3-6 months. They are just
but my point is, why should you date someone for over 10 years?
I think this advice has to go to men, because we women, we are ever ready.
Oh no, but you see, but then again, you cannot date a guy for over 10 years. Or over 5 years, over 2 years, and you are dating them. Most times, when you date a guy for that long, after some time, he leaves you. And most times, you see, the reason being that you are having sex with him, you are doing, and you ask yourself, this is where, let's say you go and buy food, anytime all of us are going to buy food, let's say there's a rice joint here, so when you are going to buy, we say, let me test it. You come, let me test it. Everybody tests the food, and the food is not nice. What happens? We all leave because the food is not nice. We leave it. Until what happens to the seller? Yes, you say that we are no food, but I'm just linking it to what we are talking about. So in this case where Kojo comes he have sex with you, it doesn't work, he leaves. Kweku comes, he have sex with you, it doesn't work, Kweku leaves. Kofi comes, it doesn't work, he have sex with you. So are you going to have sex with the whole world before you get married?
I understand the scenario, but one thing is, it's not the sex that made them go away.
Yes.
Now these men, sex cannot keep them. You can
absolutely
keep them.
It's so why don't you rather? Why don't you stay away from sex?
Let me give you the
if sex is not keeping men, why don't you stay away? Because at the end of the day, so my point is,
whether
I have sex with you or not, you are going to go, isn't it? So why don't I do it? I'd rather not do it. So when you go, that's why most ladies these days will say, and I'm broken-hearted, and because most times they don't even see sex like, okay, both of us have had it, and they will feel like,
we understand you.
No,
wait,
hold on. Yeah, not letting me
talk.
Let me tell you this. You're here asking how can you date a lady for 10 years? So you'll be having sex. If a man, let me tell you one thing, if a man loves you, if he chooses this lady, that this girl is the one,
of course,
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter the number of times you've had sex.
I agree
You're the one.
Though, but
so it's I don't see nothing wrong with someone dating someone for that long time. Like Sako, they dated Tracy for like 12 or 14 years. I don't see anything wrong with it, though it's been a long time. And I actually, when it happens like that, I actually respect the lady because Sako was a broke guy. And then Tracy was still with him. And then Tracy has been able to stay with him for like 12 or 14 years.
So are you advising the youth, for instance, to all do this?
In this case, I respect both the guy and the lady for being able to stay for that long. Do you understand? And talking about...
And Kafu, you know, are you saying this as a good example to society or the youth?
It's a good example.
No, it is?
Because you can't say that. It is actually a good example in this perspective, all right? If your boyfriend is broke, it takes patience for you to stay with him, understand him and everything, for him to become somebody. So I respect Tracy for not leaving Sako.
So you're talking about his
when he was broke, and also being able to stay together until marriage.
Yes,
I mean, I think it's beautiful. A guy will meet you today. And then you'll be like, oh, we'll be talking and everything. We'll wait for like 1 year before having sex with you and can dump you.
My point
and
is not having sex.
No. Let me finish.
I won't allow you to finish.
Let me finish.
You know,
and
you
cannot
finish.
Let me
make a point for you. So that you understand.
Let me
you understand where we are going to.
No. A guy will meet you today.
Let her finish so that she can bring your view.
No, listen to this very carefully. You are saying that after a year, someone can have sex with you.
Someone can stay with you without having sex with you and have sex with you and dump you. Someone can stay and then meet you today,
do you know that,
have sex with you today,
and
get married to you.
But my point is, why should you have sex with someone you are not married to? I believe, you see, what you're saying.
In this 21st century.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
it's 21st century.
There's
a
number of men that would decide to marry you
if you are a Christian,
you're not having sex.
Don't conform to the things of the world, like I've already said. Do not conform to the things of the world.
Should I come back to your question? Are you a virgin?
Absolutely. I said I'm
if
not
you can answer that.
I mean,
therefore that you can ask me that, are you single? I'll still not answer you. So
okay, then answer.
Then seriously,
so are you a virgin?
For what the topic I'm talking about right now, you can know.
I am not.
My part of the argument should tell you that I'm not. But you want to know, so that you know if you are being a hypocrite on TV or you're
acting like a good girl.
It's not. This is not about acting, but this is about doing the right thing. Yes, you can say that the fact that everybody is having sex with her doesn't mean that everybody is having sex.
No.
There are people out there who do not do it, and I'm saying that the youth coming shouldn't have sex before marriage. So the fact that I'm preaching that doesn't make me and you're a hypocrite. No, it doesn't make me a hypocrite.
My advice
but
to the youth,
the wrong thing is wrong, and the good thing is
my advice to the youth.
And so if you're a Christian, don't be listening to this.
Listen, my advice to the youth will be, if you can abstain. If you can't, don't force yourself.
Yeah,
seriously.
It doesn't have to
Some people can be aroused and they can't abstain from it. So nobody is forcing you to. If you want to, do it. If you don't, no one is forcing you.
Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't have to be because everybody is having sex. Don't have that.
The world has
in your
changed
mind. Yes, I mean, like, you are a radin now, I mean, like, we're together in a relationship. We're having fun and everything. I mean, like I said earlier, someone can meet you today, wait until 1 year before they have sex with you, dump you. But someone can meet you today, have sex today, and get married to you.
Absolutely, and so this is it. Someone can also meet you today, not have sex with you and marry you. Someone can meet you after a year, not have sex with you and marry you.
It has to do with
it's
your
all
day.
boils down.
At the end, it's not the sex that you had with the person that made you get married.
It all boils down to what you believe in and what you think is good for you. And as a Christian, I'll advise you that no
you
sex.
know something? When you bring religious
Isn't
to
a
this
great
discussion,
time coming your way today?
there are lots of
time
people.
Is fast spent.
I'm not letting you end. There are lots of
we'll
religions
see you again
out
next
there.
week. My name
if you
is
limit
Helen
it to Christianity, if you limit it to Christianity, you are being biased religiously.
I'm a Christian. I don't believe. No, I don't believe in Islamic. I'm a Christian, so I will not talk for the Islamic or the traditionalists. I am a Christian, and I'll talk for Christianity.
I'm a Christian as well, but honey, it has to do with your destiny, right? Some people are destined.
There are lots of religions out there. You can't say Christian. I'm a Christian too.
I'm a Christian as well.
And so, well, you see, we are going to continue this topic next week. It's been a great time coming your way. I believe you have learned so much today listening to us. I have been inspired. I have seen, views from my ladies here.
Seriously,
it's pretty interesting. Well, we'll see you again next week
here
on Ladies Affairs. My name is Helen K.
My name is Makafui. Don't forget to follow us on our social media handles and get interactive with us on Facebook at vntv and on Instagram at vnationtv. Our app is also available on Google Play Store, so go download it and enjoy all the amazing programs you have right here on VNTV. It's so sad how time flies when you're having fun, but we'll see you next week.
Okay, Helen, we are not done with this particular topic, especially the question we asked you. We really need an answer. So next week we are doing a follow-up on it. We'll bring a guest to also share his or her views. My name is Vesta O, and my fabulous shirt is by Adra Yeboah Clothing. You can follow her on Instagram at Adra Yeboah Clothing and make your orders. Thank you.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.